Yes, indeed. Alright, you know, peace is overrated right now. What we should have is war. Especially before these two join a coalition against me, preventing me from annexing one or the other in the war. Espionage is such a useless idea group. Alright, Tunisians, that's an issue. No, it's 24,000 of them. The best generals only join battles that have already won. Let's never forget Oldenburg's Joseph Roth, greatest general to ever walk the field. More like swagger. Alright, 4 down. Tempting to wait for just the 5th so I can get them all done in unison. But there is no time. There was never any time. How did you take over France, Spain and England, says Narhales. Well, that's certainly in the early VODs for this. But it was pretty good, even by my standards. Especially the initial war with France. Basically, I made a beeline to secure Granada and use that as a jumping ground to destroy the Iberians. Fed most of Iberia to Galicia. Oh, not Ile de Frogs again. Such a revolting province. Oh, that's enough to bring a tear to the eye. Joseph didn't walk the field, he hovered 10 centimeters above it. Yeah, Joseph Roth was incredible. Alright, the French continuing their long-standing tradition of being revolting. They're snotty and rude, they like disgusting food. And now they're dead. Jake, how did you convert Rome? I simply stacked as many modifiers as I could. When you switch religion, you keep your old bonuses, so we still have Blasphemy Act, Uniformity, the Heretico... the Acts. Yeah. Just keep bringing them on. Yeah, I don't even think this current overextension is going to go away when I finish all these cores. Also, why can I suddenly make all these cores? Makes absolutely no sense, but I'll roll with it. I'd never expect a Brit to criticise French cuisine. I'm a Scot. We eat haggis here. Every Scot eats haggis, don't you know? Alright, Oldenburg, I'm trusting that you finished coring all that land. Close enough. Enjoy some more. Here's Anhalt. And I'm taking all the money. What is this with celebrating annexation with a revolt? I'm not sure I'll ever understand it. Alright, Teutons, there is yet more land for you to take, and it's a biggie. I'm sure you want Admin Tech 22, but we have, enjoy. I wonder what Hadronum loves about Warsan Galley. He said it was their position, but there's got to be more to it than that. I mean, I like certain positions, but national generic national ideas? Not even once. Now the Navarans want to rise up. Hardly in droves. Is Teutonic Order going to be able to convert that, you ask me? Well, let us consider. Czech is not an accepted culture, so that's going to be 2. And it's 14 base tax, so that's another 7. So they need 9 strength. You get 2 base, 3 from religious ideas, 2 from 2 from divine ideas, so he's going to need to wring another 2 out of somewhere. Yep, I rather think that I should take Bohemia and convert it. And core it. Oh. Well, what else am I going to do with that admin? Whoa, I've missed a lot. Apparently DDR Jake owns Europe now. No, I'm just moving to Sweden. Oh, right. Well, yeah. Yeah, I could sell Bohemia after it's Sunni. There's a lot of conversions to do, though. And if I take Bohemia before coring all of this land, well, it's going to be unpleasant again. Could I really sell it, though? I mean, it'll be an unaccepted culture. Forget unaccepted, it's more like unacceptable. What's the size of Austria here anyway? 105. I could one-shot you. Good. But, oh, perfectly good. Hot. Damn, that is really good actually. Core it and sell it. That's a little disgusting. Oh! No, that's heretics. Not good enough. God, I thought you'd formed Russia there for a second. My heart skipped a beat. Jake, more cores. Suppose I could. Jake, clean up these guys for the final snapshot. No, I ain't got time for that. I'm also really tempted just to annex you straight up. But... Oh, he's almost cored you. Wouldn't have to tank it for too long. That's if he bought you. He probably just would straight up say, nah, I don't accept Czech. Especially since he's an administrator type. No, we'll get these other core constructions going before I start doing that kind of wrecking ball action. Provincials wanting to rise up, but only in Auvergne. We can easily deal with that. When I remember where Auvergne is. Provincial, so... Oh, I'm scrubbing here. Auvergne. Auvergne. I should know exactly where that is, because I'm staring at it. Jake, did Persia convert all of its Ethiopian holdings? It looks like it might spit out a nation. He converted everything, so there's no worries there. The real worry is if any of them stroll into my land. But they're all Somalians, they would go to Warsangali anyway. It's funny, I didn't think a pope could get aspiration for liberty. It's not like they can actually convert your government type. Jake, what is your trade income? We haven't been paying attention to it for a long time, but it's pretty high. Sevilla, English Channel, Venice and Bordeaux. We hold almost all the power in all the end trade nodes. The only one we're even mildly contested in is Venice. Lovely. But yeah, as if money has been an issue. Revolutionary, the papal state. Oh, can I have a revolution now? Is it even possible? Like I need 25 loans and something. Yeah, could somebody check the requirements for going revolutionary papal state? Because that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, a few more months, these cores will be done. We can strike the final blow. 10 loans? 25 seems pretty rife in my head. Also Persia, defeating the Ottomans with without Tech 26, which is a huge one. That's pretty baller. Okay, you still hate me, but it seems that all my other vassals are fairly docile. I recently learned that even your vassals can become revolutionary, Jake. Interesting, but I don't think mine are going to be needing that many loans. Alright, takes me 22 months to do this horrible province. There we go, it'll only take 11 months now. And I'm having none of its rubbish. I really do not want to core this province. $700! Because he's got the Diplomatic Defence Act. I'm going to put that right in the top of the things that I didn't want to hear. No siree. Oh, the Pope can't get a revolution. That's a shame. Paradox should make Bohemia take aristocratic. Yeah, please don't. I had enough aristocratic to deal with when I had to integrate Northumberland after feeding them most of Britain. A reminder that I'm so bad I lost Scotland in a war waged by Norway. So sometimes you think, man, Jake is too good, I could never be that good. Just remember all the many times I mess up. Oh, I can't wait to slaughter you, Austria. I'm going to ignore that truce because you have got to die. Because I think that makes you one of 2 Christian countries left in the world. No Coptics, no Reformed, no Orthodox, just one Protestant and one Catholic. Oh, it's gonna be good. And yeah, just gonna annex you. Jake, make a client state named 700 admin. That's not a bad idea. I'll do it once I convert the province. Oh, but the client state wouldn't be able to core the province. There's crazy rules. Crazy rules regarding that. Oh, Warsan Galley reaction. Eh? Yeah, okay. So, my most loyal retainer. Would you like to spend 700 admin? Would I bollocks, he says. How about you, Oldenburg? You're militaristic. Ain't nobody wanting to pay that. I know Oldenburg would, if they weren't currently coring Linz and Limburg. Alright, well, at least take this piece of rubbish off my hands. Yeah, I know Oldenburg would take it once they ran out of places to core, but I'm working to a deadline here. Gotta hand it, Augsburg. They don't wait around, do they? They just keep coring and consuming, and good job. All right, what are truces, guys? Because I'm a bit forgetful here. What are truces? Probably going to stop a bit of coring progress, but Austria have got to die. Thank you, Nick Hiru. Even those in Gondar couldn't keep the faith. Thank you, Hecke, for putting Lucy right in the middle. William cracks me up to this day. Oh yeah, really sad news. I had to get rid of the Thrustmaster. I will get it back one day, by hook or by crook, but for now it got sent back home to the ancestral home in the Highlands. Oh, hello, Ryazan. I very much approve of your presence. Completely Sunni, great ideas. No Christians here. Only a few die-hard Christians here. And you guys. Oh, you've got to go. Oh, shower? heretics are nice in that they increase your missionaries. No, they're not good at all. Let's knock one more Christian nation out of the water. Can't really take you yet, can I? No, silly. Alright, what do you want? I don't think the Pope can actually give in to your pathetic demands, can you? Yeah, Papal State cannot accept this heresy. Oh, fine by me. Just means they gotta die. Did any of the natives form USA? No, I rather think they did not. Let's keep aspiration for liberty impossible. So I don't want to be seeing that. Killing loads of people, that's what I do. This is interesting. It looks like the Ottomans... No, it's just that they're running to the Ottomans. People are asking about the New World. Well, you're about to be a little disappointed because I can't see it. Nobody really discovered it. The closest we got was the Turks Islands. And even then, that's just because we had to eject France. Turks Islands was really an embarrassment on my part. I was too cocky a pope. Yes, I can infiltrate, administrate wherever I want. That is utterly useless to me right now. And if you're about to get restricted non-mobility, may as well get ourselves an extra general. It's a shame Morocco died, or else there would be a Sunni New World. Yeah, that is a bit of a shame, but doesn't this look really nice? So untouched. Let the natives live on in peace with their tech. They've discovered horses and guns. And cannons. Maybe they just sailed over as flotsam. Right, 2 more to go. Let the natives live on without smallpox, Jake. Alright, the annexation cost for Austria is probably through the roof. In terms of overextension, that is. Alright, you get one chance before I throw you at the walls. Good job. Well, for one, you're going straight over to Augsburg, because I love them. That's just so pretty. As for you, not even. Not even. Not even. Let's hold off until we get a couple of missionaries free. Because this province, at the very least, I would probably want to convert myself, since it's such high base tax. Jake, if by untouched you mean untouched by genocide, well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Now I can deal with the overextension really quickly if I simply turbo convert something that's quite high. 8 base tax or more, and sell it. And I think Steiermark fits that bill. I should be able to do it particularly fast. Ah, that feels good. Alright, Steiermark, where are you? Got 3 missionaries on it. It should be done very quickly. I'll sell it over to Augsburg. The rest probably won't be accepted until I convert and or core them, but that's okay. Not the Coptics again, please. I've had enough of those. Alright, we're almost done. We can almost put a lid on this entire campaign. And you know what? It's been pretty fun. There we go. That's a side of overextension. Huh. Oh, I forgot about 700 admin. But it's almost done, thankfully. Check infiltrate the Aztecs. It's an interesting desire, but got nothing to lose, really. Huh. He looks of European descent. Maybe he swam over from the Turks Islands and decided to lead from Mexico. These armies probably been the longest standing armies I've ever had. Whoa! What was that noise? Okay. There's definitely something going on there. That's not very promising, means I've still got overextension even with all this. Jake, remember that boat you left in the Caribbean for a few decades and everyone on it disappeared? They swam over there and staged a coup. I'll accept that, but it's good to know that my my men are competent enough for that. Alright, honestly, I need some of this land gotten rid of. The problem there is that you're overextended, but not for much longer. You almost got it all done. And if you can take care of Vienne, then that's another load off my mind. I'll take care of the conversions, you guys take care of the coring. This time it's Rougeroux. Again, I should know it. There we go. So I don't know what drives you guys to stick around for these final parts of these campaigns. But cheers, all 642 of you. That's insane for this time of night. But then again, I don't normally stream on the weekends, so what do I know? Not much. How's Moscow, Jake? Is it still converting? All done. Guys, you need to learn how to have a bit of faith in Novgorod. He knows what he's doing. I'll admit, that is a bit ugly, isn't it? I mean, I've got everything else in Europe. Why would I leave that little mess here? At least Ryazan looks good. Actually, I think I've seen my dog produce things looking like that. But the point is, it doesn't look out of place. It deserves to be there. This mess certainly does not. I'll sell what I can, then ditch it. But I'd rather you had it, to be honest. It is no, you can have it. Yeah. All right. Initiate annexate. Siberia will join in, but I'm sure they can be dealt with. Jake, your American audience is still awake. Well, hello, fellow freedom lovers. I'm glad to have you here. The very last of the Christians. Tell me you're not going to have problems here. 8.1. Foolish of me to doubt. Good job, Oldenburg. Here's the thing though, my vassals will maintain their alliances with each other. And they only make alliances with each other when they're planning to stab you in the back. And when they stab hard. Alright, Siberia is a pain. And their tech is very high. Okay, no wonder they're Western. I'm amazed that Novgorod did as well as they did there. On paper, Novgorod should have been slapped senseless. Jake, how is Persia doing? Persia's looking fine, nothing to really report. Are you perhaps talking about their infiltration into the Ottomans? In which case it went... wow, quite deep. Right, Siberia, where's your capital anyway? We're on it. Jake, are you planning on taking Jerusalem still? Yeah, about 40 years ago. Not a bad guess. 38. Alright, in 10 months, that is the end of Christianity. We'll finish off some cozy looking borders, take a little screenshot and say well done to me. Right, sadly I can't annex you until Siberia are out of the picture. And they quite like this war. Bah humbug. Oh, thank you, Oldenburg. How much longer are you going to be streaming? We'll call it. It'll probably be over in about 10 minutes. Once we get the final borders sorted out. There will honestly not be anything left. It's good to know that it's me converting the final provinces, so just to be sure there should only be 3 Catholics and 1 Protestant, yeah. Even at this late stage, I would say world conquest is possible. And I'm not just saying that to sound like a smug git. People keep asking me about the next campaign. It will most likely be a very quick Albania, showing how it's possible to defeat the Ottomans in the initial war. I have a strategy. It has worked before. It will work again. I had an idea and I wanted to test it out, and it worked. But I needed to make a few changes to it so that I was really lowering the RNG approach. Alright, time for you to get out of here. Smash your army to pieces. And you know what? We've been cheap for this entire game. Why don't we just end it on a very cheap note? Siberia, get out of this war. You can have all of Ryazan's 10% trade power. And with that, you are gone. I hope Novgorod cores these provinces instantly. Well, one's a good start. Two's a good continuation. Yeah, the admin tech 26. Surely he'll accept twice as much. Yeah, let's just end it on maximum stability as well. Well, there you have it, folks. Goodbye Christianity. Entirely. No Catholic countries, no Catholic provinces. No Protestant countries, no Protestant provinces. How's that for a tongue twister? Reformed, Orthodox and Coptic all eradicated, all in the name of the Sunni Pope. Makes up for the misadventures of the Sunshine Pope. So this can be attributed to Pope Gregorius the 17th. What a great man he was. Borders are still a little ugly. I would love to neaten them out here a bit. Maybe I can. Well done. Thank you, guys. This campaign was, dare I say, a bit fun. Jake, Allah would be proud. Yeah, Allah would be proud on spending 700 admin to core one province. Now, I think you'll accept all the Austrian provinces, but you won't be accepting the Hungarians, will you? Yeah, thank God Kappa has been blocked from this chat. Alright. Get these last insults scored, sold over to Augsburg for pretty borders. Everybody goes home happy, except the Toulousians. And they go home stepped on. What great elation. Jake, no more Thrustmaster means no more trucking. That is the sad reality. I took my pedals and my wheel and I sent them up north to the ancestral Highland home. Which means no more trucking until I find a more permanent abode over in Sweden. At which point I'll get them sent over. Along with my dance mats. My dance mats also had to go. In fact, just about everything is gone. Even this desk that I'm currently playing on, I'll be selling that for, well, probably won't get much for it because I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to be fussy. All that's really coming with me are some clothes, my laptop, my entire PC because I want to keep streaming and that's the best thing for it. And some booze. Apparently you're limited to 5 litres. No, expansion is done now. I'm not going to be giving more land to others. I do want to keep my vassals sweet though. Certainly don't want them rebelling at this last moment. It is nice to have enough diplomats to deal with all of them though. The knights I don't have to worry about because they are not a competing great power. They're a little salty about that revocation of march status. Well, how about you? Shitatsu shows, oh yeah, you don't like me at all. I think you're actually limited to plus 100 with let's move these troops out of the way so I can actually read his name. I think you're limited to plus 100 with client states as well, because I remember someone criticizing the whole idea behind client states was they are quote-unquote very loyal vassals, whereas the fact is they are actually less loyal than regular vassals because you can only increase their opinion by so much. Jake, what booze are we talking about? I've got a bottle of Jack Daniel, some Strega, some Sambuca, a few whiskies, some gin, and some slow gin. Like I said, I'm limited to 5 litres, according to Norwegian. But now I'm just blethering. All in all, I'm really satisfied with this campaign. A clean goal, didn't feel like excessive blobbing. Okay, granted I consumed Iberia, Italy, France, and Britain, and some of North Africa, but, you know, it's hardly a world conquest. If there's anything I'm disappointed in, it's that I did it as a Sunni. I think it would have been a lot more interesting to go and become Shinto. But that would have delayed me by such an amount that I doubt I could have crushed all the colonizers in the same way that I did. I would be chasing them down in North America. And all in all, the disappointment of going Sunni is far less than the disappointment I would have felt if a Western or Christian nation were defiling the New World. After all, none of them had a papal bull to do so. I didn't give them permission. Jake, what tech do... Oh yeah, if you have any ledgers or other things you want to see in the game, now would be the time to check. For example, Mad Badger is asking what tech the Aztecs got to. 11, 13, 14. And thereabout seems to be the norm for the region. Jake, mind getting drunk with a fellow stock Omar. If you stay in Sweden, perhaps less out of your way, Stockholm, feel free to hit me up. I mean, I have spent a total of about 30 hours in Sweden. And I barely know anyone there, apart from one other guy that I did meet here in this chat. So if you want to hit me up for a coffee or something with a bit more of a kick to it, you should drop me a message. Like I say, I'll be in Sweden from the 3rd, but I don't start work until the 9th, so I need to explore the place. Set up things like a bank account and get through all your Swedish bureaucracy. New life. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jake, convert to animist. Did you also technically eradicate Shinto? No, I didn't. Some Shinto lives on in Ainu and in StarCraft. I think they seem to be having a bit of trouble converting it since it's -2 to local conversion strength. Oh, everybody's getting westernized these days. Alright, time to finish off these borders. No, you don't. Oh, I'm serious about that though. If you stay in Stockholm, you should hit me up. Unless your intentions are impure. In which case, don't. Oh, yeah. Seeing Augsburg so big is making me feel tingly. Chat's full of red. I'm struggling to read it all here. Jake, can I see the pie chart? Okay, we'll do pie charts in a bit. Did Livonian culture convert away all the Swedish culture? If so, your job at Paradox will be cancelled. They did. The only culture converted these 2 provinces, and the fact that they did saved me any hassle down the line, because otherwise getting the Livonian order out would be very difficult. Because they don't start with any same culture chord provinces. Jake, do you have any exploits planned for your Sweden playthrough? What's Swedish playthrough? I already played Sweden. In fact, I played them twice. God, this is beautiful. Which of your vassals are placed high in the rankings? Glad to see you in Stockholm. Yeah, that'd be grand. I forget the name of the place that I'll be staying for the first X amount of months, but it's a short metro ride into the centre. Jake, how did it go? Jake, how did it go to the living situation? Stockholm is a hard place. Thankfully, one of the guys in chat offered me a subletting situation, so hopefully I don't get there and I just get strung up. That would be an experience. A very bad one. More buns for the people. People have been complaining about the buns they're buying. They want some all-inclusive buns with spices, toppings, and lovely flavour. But for the same price as regular buns. Get away from my buns. Are you planning to remove Coptic as well? Coptic has been removed. Don't you worry about that one. Jake, does drinking you under the table count as impure? You're welcome to try. I doubt the Scot is as good as an Irish heritage man. That got me worried. That looked like orthodox at a glance. Jake, annex some vassals. No, we're done here. Oh, my real life Swedish playthrough. Oh yeah. Come 2017, I will be mayor of Stockholm. 2019, I will own Stockholm. And all of Sweden. Approaching 2020, you will see all of Scandinavia under my banner. Jake, you'll be staying in Alsjö, and it's a commuter station. That's the one. All the same. Jake, sell all your African lands under the Knights just for the good map look. No, we're pretty much done here. Somebody asked to see the pie charts. Oh, somebody also asked to see, well, a bunch of things. Let's sort people by income. So it's myself, my vassal, Mighty Persia, and Ming. Oh, shoutouts to Ming. They kept themselves together. And whilst they didn't really expand much, they've been colonizing. And just the very fact that they didn't shatter into many pieces or lose any of their cores is pretty impressive, in fact. Cao Cao must be leading Ming, because they have got ambitions, son. The Ottomans still placed pretty high, but then comes 3 of my vassals. Good job to them. They are my vassals, so they are forced to pay me money. Oldenburg, Teutonic, Augsburg. Yeah, they pay us some pretty beefy amounts of cash. Thanks a lot, guys. Score comparison. Right, we're number 1. We managed to overtake the Ottomans as the game went on, thankfully. I wish I gave you a breakdown of what gives the plus 10% or 20% or all of that. I would say it's down to rivals. But now I have no rivals, so... even Oldenburg, my vassal, placing in at 4th. Good job. What else is there? Just to be sure again, no Christians left at all. No Ibadi scum either. I like Ainu being Shinto and alive, that kind of appeals. Best leaders of the world. Yeah, Persia, I've got it nailed. Yeah. Our previous rulers were a mixed bag, and we went through some really dark times when it came to our administration. I think we had some early luck with our 5 and our 4, but after that, 1110024322202. Yeah, some of it was pretty dark. Nothing interesting there or there. But some people like charts. We're all Sunni. Nothing big enough to be accepted, sadly. English was close, but they got pipped out at the last moment. I can't remember who we integrated for that. Production I've become less interested in ever since the new goods prices came along. And everything cored, of course. What's all this? What does this mean? I mean, I feature in Champagne and Ethiopia, but not in the other ones. Nope, I've got no idea. It's odd that towards the end nobody coalitioned me at all. Even people without truces and minus 200 without raged attitude, but whatever. Something to figure out later on. Jake, at what point we'll be able to see Jake from space? Only if I get to be this kind of colour. Jake, the Mamluk inflation, please. Yeah, if you missed it, we were at war with the Mamluks. And, wow. We lost the war to them, really. 2 province Mamluks was too much for us to handle. So we gave them, in the peace deal, we returned a few cores to the Ottomans, which we had graciously converted to Muslim for them. And we also gave the Mamluks about 9,000 ducats, which gave them a bit of inflation. But fair play to them, they've paid it down quite a lot. Reminds me of the Mingles game where I had to spend the guts of 1,000 admin paying down all my inflation. Jake, the limited coring makes perfect sense. Besieged provinces doesn't add anything to your coring range. In this case, the Ethiopian rebels prevented you. Pretty sure some of that didn't quite add up, but I'll roll with it. Coring rules can be a bit strange. Also, I'm pretty sure the border rule for joining coalitions is no longer true. I think that got changed. Vassal shelling pretty much got removed in 1.7. Give more money to Mams, please. Unfortunately they have made too strong an alliance for me to go and fight them. Alright, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show off. Let's go through the map modes since some people seem to love looking at this. Religion. Yeah, even Hindu's pretty much eradicated. Glorious Sunda being the one keeping it alive. Oh, amazed Sunda came out on top there. Is that the province's normal name? Grafreinet? What a colonist. Good job, Ming. The Holy Roman Empire has been thrown away to the depths of Africa and Siberia and South America. Always feels good to remove that. Nothing to say about this. Us and our vassals. Everybody loves me. No coalition and blah 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 blah. Would be easy to get the 3 Georges achievement from here. Probably makes sense to do it as well, but I'll probably just load the game up at a later date and do that. Oh, how about this? I'll de-Iron Man the save and upload it, just in case anybody wants to play around with this save. I thought about doing that for previous games, but I never got around to it. For this one, it shouldn't be hard to do. I'll make it a little task for me to do tomorrow. Jake, I'm hoping we can see a Chinese America. Can you check? Nobody ever really wanted espionage, did they? I know I just wasted some dip points there, but... who's honestly keeping score? Let's go and explore, folks. Let's get the best explorer there is. The better explorer. Throw on the greatest conquistador. Greater? Yeah, slightly better. Get on that boat and let's find out. Go for it. Jake, take the screenshot. Nah, that's fine. You can take it if you want. There are always the VODs. Okay, so you can improve client states opinions by 200. That's good to know. I guess they changed that. Shout out to Marco, he managed to do the fastest world conquest ever. I think it was something crazy like 1615. I wonder how Roomba's getting on. Back in my day, you couldn't transfer occupations, and there were no colonial nations. And if you were large enough, a single core would take 20 years. It's a shame that I'm sending cogs out to explore here. They are so slow. Okay, they're merchantmen, but I think the speed remains the same for all transports. Yeah, barks are faster, but I would also have to get them over here. Jake, Arumba hasn't finished yet, and he's in 1754. Mastered the game. This isn't looking all that Chinese, I'm sad to say. Does he actually have exploration, or does he have expansion? Ah, he has expansion, so he doesn't have any conquistadors to explore with. The question is answered before I even get there. There's no way he can check. Alright, you know what? I'm done with this save. Cheers everyone who hung around. This has been the Sunshine Pope. Christianity has been eradicated, all in the name of the glorious Papal States. If we check in our history, if I can even find it. Leo X, pretty cool sounding guy. Was it him, or was it Urbanus the Seventh? We're still passing the Act of Uniformity with Alexander. Innocentius? A lot of people don't check the history, mostly because it's not very good. Urbanus? Third War of Papal Aggression. Yeah, there was a lot of papal aggression going on. Yes! On the 6th of September 1527, the infidels of Gasfa embraced the one true faith. Okay, so where does it tell us about you? Urbanus VIII saw the path to righteous and converted to Sunni in the year 1527. He also passed the Suffering Bishop Act. Ahead of his time was Urbanus VIII. Setting the trend. He really didn't have the admin, but he had the dip and the mill to make it happen. This one goes out to you, Urbanus. Thanks a lot, everyone, and I should be back, hopefully, in time to finish Albania. I want to win the war against Ottomans as Albanian. I mean win, no white peace, no concede defeat. I will defeat the Ottomans and I will take something from them. That is the goal. Don't know if I'll make it, but time is limited. I shall try. Don't know when it'll be either, so don't hold your breath. It'll be in the next few days if I can manage it. But whether it comes or not, if there's one message that you really need to take away from this, it's that you should never ever settle for grayskin. Even if you're going, I wanna beat all the records. I want a world conquest by 1549. Well, you should think, great, I want to do that, but just don't settle for grayskin. You should really push yourself, you know. And people are always asking, why, Jake, do you have it in for grayskin and blurple? Now, the reason is, well, listen up, because it's an important one. Now, the reason